you doing today?
Good.
First Tennessee.
Great, thanks.
What can we help you with today?
I just need to make a deposit.
Sure, you can come right over here to the desk and we can get you taken care of. Speak right over here to Michelle.
So, are y'all saying that news of the branch death is premature, or?
News of the yes, news of the branch death is premature. While customers are choosing to self-serve transactions that they can do from their home or from their mobile phone when they're on the road, the one fact that has not changed is the primary reason that people come in to a bank branch is to open a new account. 83% of customers still see the bank branch as a place that they need to come to get advice and counsel when they want to open a new account.
The latest and greatest from First Tennessee. What's the thinking behind the way it looks and functions on the outside?
Well, this is one of the zones that we call, this is the attract zone. And there are different zones within the branch, but when you're driving by, you want to know that's a First Tennessee bank. And so the master signage from the outside and then over on the side of the road, there's no way that you can miss us. You can't see it now, but at night, the bank illuminates the First Tennessee blue. The lighting inside and then the larger digital screens show off, and it acts as a billboard even when we're around the people. We wanted to give very much of kind of a nod to the community. First Tennessee feels strongly about supporting the communities, and that's the first nod here. That's a general store that in Arlington, and just to kind of say, welcome, you're still home. We're the Bank of Arlington, Tennessee. All right. So when we walk in, the universal bankers here will meet you at the front door, give you a handshake, and let the customer know exactly what they're here, to serve. So right when you walk in the door, you have very clearly defined zones here. The traditional teller zone, which now we call the solve zone. You have the understand zone, which is where we'll do more in-depth, account opening with customers. But as you sit right here, the bank is defined by these zones. Right in the middle here is the check stand, which is traditional check stand we call the connect zone. So that's where customers come and get transactions ready, and that's where they kind of queue up. But by then they're already with a banker and walking around the center. So in this branch we have the cash recycler technology. We've actually deployed these quite a few places through the network. But cash recyclers allow our folks to spend time talking with a customer as opposed to traditionally counting the money. So the recycler takes in the money, spits out the money as needed, but the transaction's always right, and there's no need to hand count it. So as you can think throughout the day, throughout the week, year, there's a lot of time there in a traditional branch that's wrapped up in spending a lot of time with dead presidents is kind of my one line. In a traditional location, the drive-through is right off the back of the teller row. So that very much ties the tellers to a specific spot in the location. Well, here we don't want that to happen, of course. And so we've got it on the video. The drive-through's in the back, still separated. But when they come up, the customer can see the employee can see the customer, and it's really nice, seamless. It didn't change that interaction at all.
And tell me about music.
Yep.
At the branch. What's the thinking?
The music, so we had a company, but they developed the soundtrack for First Tennessee. So we're all across the state, which is a really rich in music state. Nashville's got their country. The further east you go, the more twangy it gets, and the further west you go, kind of the more towards jazz, blues, hip hop, that type of deal. So we married all those genres together and produced a soundtrack, so to speak. There's over 1,000 songs in this, so the staff will never hear the same song maybe once a year. That was Sinatra, right? And now we've got, is that Allman Brothers?
I think so.
But this feels very Tennessee and definitely very First Tennessee.